In this video, we're going to talk about everything you need to know about Sunnyvale. I'm going to walk you through a map of the city of Sunnyvale so you can get a good idea of what Sunnyvale is about, from the neighborhoods, schools, places to eat, and things to do. So if you're new to this channel and you want to know everything there is about living in the Bay Area, then make sure to subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know what it's like to live here in the Bay Area. Hey, my name is Austin Lee. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Bay Area, and I specialize in helping people navigate the Bay Area real estate market and find the perfect home in the Bay Area. So, whether you're planning to make that move in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to send me an email or send an appointment with me on Calendly, and I would love for the opportunity to serve and help you. All right, I'll show you on my computer. All right, so here now you can see the city of Sunnyvale. So it's just gonna be a bird's eye view. So Sunnyvale's in the Bay Area. It's right near the bottom of the peninsula. And yeah, I can see it's a relatively narrow city. So from west to east, it's about 5 miles. And then from north to south, it's also about 5 to 6 miles. Now from the west, it's adjacent to the city of Mountain View. And then from the east, it's next to Santa Clara. And then from the bottom, the south is next to Cupertino. So some highways to be familiar with the city of Sunnyvale. You want to be familiar with Highway 101. So Highway 101, you can see right here, it runs through the city of Sunnyvale. And Highway 101, it's going to take you to a lot of major cities here in the Bay Area. You can go up Highway 101 if you go to the north. You're going to go through Palo Alto. You're going to go through San Mateo, Redwood City. You'll also hit up SFO, San Francisco International Airport. So that's the big airport. You can go, pretty much anywhere in the world. And you can go all up to San Francisco here in the main city. So that's about a 1 hour drive from Sunnyvale to San Francisco. So it's definitely not too far for like a weekend trip, or even if you're commuting too. All right, now if you go the other way to 101, go south, you're going to hit through the city of San Jose. And San Jose is only like 15, 20 minutes away. You're also going to pass by San Jose International Airport. So that's a little smaller airport. It's for more domestic flights. If you want to go to like a Seattle, Los Angeles, or Las Vegas. So it's also great that you have 2 airports really close by, both within like under 45 minutes. Now, if you want to drop the East Bay, you can take Highway 237. You can see right here. So Highway 237. And connect with 880 as well. So then if you want to go up to Fremont and to Oakland, so Sunnyvale is very centrally located. You can see to the rest of the Bay Area. And on the very south end of Sunnyvale, it's not actually part of City Center, but you have really close to Highway 280 near the border. So again, Highway 280 just pretty much runs parallel with Highway 101. So oftentimes, especially during rush hour, 101 will have a lot of traffic. So if you want to go up to the Bay or you want to go to San Jose, 280 is a nice alternative compared to Highway 101. And the last highway to be familiar with is actually Highway 82. And Highway 82 is actually not your traditional highway. It's all El Camino Real, but it's rather more of a street that's very commercialized. So definitely there's going to be a lot of shopping, a lot of restaurants, and yeah, a lot of things to do. So yeah, I'll go a little bit more detail later in this video about what you can see on El Camino. Now, some information about Sunnyvale. Sunnyvale has a population of 155,805. And the median household income is at 190,000. And the median home price for Sunnyvale right now is at 1.9 million. And it's about 9 days on the market. But if you go look at like a single family home, you can see it's a little bit higher than that. So it's about 2.5 million just this past month. And median days on market is about 7 days. So again, at Sunnyvale, it's a very hot market. Definitely, if you're looking to buy a house here, generally it's one open house on the weekend, and generally they're accepting offers just a few days later. So it's important when you go see houses here in Sunnyvale, make sure that you're pre-approved so you can quickly write an offer. So I'm going to break down the different neighborhoods in Sunnyvale. And, a basic rule for housing prices in Sunnyvale, it's not exactly perfect, but, generally I would say, a good rule of thumb is that, the houses generally get more expensive as you go from north to south. So the first neighborhood I want to talk about in Sunnyvale is here up the northern part of Sunnyvale. It's called the Lakewood neighborhood. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. You can see it's right near Highway 101 and Highway Lawrence Expressway. So it's very convenient to get to other places around the Bay Area. So the reason why Lakewood Village is very popular is because it offers more entry-level options for home buyers with easy access to major highways and a lot of amenities around the Bay Area. So another great part about the Lakewood neighborhood, you have this really nice shopping center called the Mercado Shopping Center. If you just go route parallel to Highway 101, you see just right about around here. So you have a lot of amenities just nearby. It's a 5-minute drive really. So you can see you have a Walmart here, you have a TJ Maxx. You have AMC Mercado, so that's a big movie theater. You have Starbucks, Paris Spaghetti, which is this Asian bakery. You have Krispy Kremes. Let's see, zoom in. You have Panda Express. You have Krispy Kreme donuts. You have an In-N-Out burger. So definitely just nice shopping center. It's really close by. We get groceries, or if you want to get food,
really close to 5 minutes. Also, a nice place around Lakewood Village is also you have Lakewood Park, which I believe is just right here as well. So you have a nice, good green area just for biking, hike, or you want to enjoy nature. You have another really close shopping center around here. So you have Indian food, you have seafood here too. The bubble tea boba place around here. So definitely, if you want to be close located for like near places to eat, Lakewood Village is a really good place. Also around part north of Sunnyvale, you're gonna have two mobile home parks. So housing is definitely very hard to find here in the Bay Area. So definitely, if you want to look into a mobile home, you have two mobile home parks here in northern Sunnyvale. You have Adobe Wells mobile home park, and you also have the Casa de Amigos mobile home park too as well. So you see, they're also like pretty beautiful too, especially for mobile home parks. Generally, people might have a stigma where kind of worn out, it's kind of not as nice. But actually, here in Sunnyvale, they actually do a pretty good job of making these places look almost like a single family neighborhood. Now, if you want to continue staying North Sunnyvale, there's also a place called Morse Park. So Morse Park is generally going to be condos and townhomes, but they're going to be a lot newer as well. So that's also just one thing to be familiar with. All right, next neighborhood I want to show you in Sunnyvale is the Heritage District. So you can see just right down here, it's kind of near the center of Sunnyvale. And the Heritage District is probably the most, I would say, it's like the most walkable area of Sunnyvale. So Sunnyvale is mostly a suburb. Generally, you're going to need a car, but there is this one, if you plan to live in the Heritage District, you probably can get away without a car. So the reason the Heritage District is really nice, it's going to be near right here, this area right here. It's actually called downtown Sunnyvale. It's called down Murphy Avenue. So here you're going to see a lot of nice restaurants. So you have like a Dish Dash, a Middle Eastern cuisine. You have this American restaurant. You have a Phil's Coffee. Zoom in. You have a Japanese restaurant. You have tandoori pizza, Indian pizza. You have Pure nightclubs. So definitely there's a lot of things to do here in downtown Sunnyvale. You also have the Caltrain station you can see right here. So definitely you could definitely get around the Bay Area without a car. And just to run around this walkable, this more urbanized downtown area, you're gonna see a lot of condos and townhouses right here. So I believe this building here is the Martin Apartments. You have this Redwood Square, this nice open green area as well. Some boba tea shops here, and then also just along the other side of the street, there's gonna be a lot of stores here. So you can see you have a Target here, you have CVS Pharmacy, you have a Whole Foods, and you have AMC here. So this definitely just in this very nice, maybe a 2-3 blocks, you have a lot of places to shop, you have a lot of places to eat, and you have the Caltrain station. So and that's why this is a very popular area for like young professionals, especially. Now, another neighborhood you'll be familiar with is the Sunnyvale West. So Sunnyvale West is pretty much west of the main street of North Matilda, Sunnyvale, Saratoga Road. And generally, this area becomes heavily a lot more residential. So you're going to have a lot more mix of single family homes and some townhomes. But it's still very closely located. You can see the Caltrain station is just not too far away if you're in this part of the Sunnyvale West. And also, I believe you also have the Sunnyvale Public Library in this area as well. So this is definitely, if you want to live with more residential, quiet, suburban experiences, this is definitely what I recommend part of Sunnyvale. Houses here will generally get a bit more expensive. So you can get maybe a townhome that's starting about $1.4 million. But then there's also like single family homes in this area that will generally get a bit larger, and it can go up to about maybe even like 3.5, even $4 million, depending on the condition and the size of the houses. Yeah, this area, you're just generally get maybe a few grocery stores. I believe on West Fremont and Mary Avenue, there's another shopping center here. You have the Smart and Final. You have a Starbucks, Badminton Alley. There's a Nepalese restaurant. So you get some shopping centers sprinkled in this area of Sunnyvale West, but generally, primarily, it's just going to be single family homes. Now, another neighborhood I want to show you, if you go, we'll zoom out a little bit, go a little bit east of it, and you're going to have a place called Ponderosa Park, as you see right here. So again, also very similar to Sunnyvale West. It's going to be primarily just single family homes. And then you go south again, another neighborhood called Berlin Neighbors, so South El Camino. It's going to be very similar to Ponderosa Park. Again, very suburban feel. So near some schools. I think some nice part about the Berlin neighborhoods, they're very close to Cupertino. So definitely a lot of the Cupertino amenities. You have, if you work near Apple, Apple has its Apple Park just right out here. You also have the Cupertino Village. So Cupertino Village is this place that's very known for a lot of Asian food. So it's actually part of the city of Cupertino technically, but again, on the other side of Homestead is pretty much, that's where the Berlin Neighbors is. So pretty much very easy access to a lot of Cupertino amenities. So you can see there's a nice ramen place, there's a Taiwanese restaurant, you have a Ranch 99, which is a Chinese grocery store. Fantasia is very popular for boba. Korean barbecue spot, Happy Lemon, another boba spot. So Tasty Pot, another hot pot place. So you get the point. This area is if you really love Chinese food, this is definitely a place you want to be familiar with here, Sunnyvale, near Cupertino. Now, from a school standpoint, it's actually pretty simple in Sunnyvale. There's pretty much 3 main high schools that will serve the city of Sunnyvale. So first, we'll talk about Sunnyvale West. As you can see right here, we kind of talked about earlier. So if you live in Sunnyvale West, west of Miltilda, west of Saratoga, Sunnyvale, your house will feed to Homestead High School. And Homestead High School is probably the best high school here in the Sunnyvale area. So it has an 8 out of 10 grade school ratings, a 10 out of 10 test scores. And you go east of that way, you can see in this red area, you're going to be feeding to the Fremont High School, which is also part of the Fremont Union High School District. So Fremont High School is a 7 out of 10 on the grade school ratings, and 9 out of 10 on test scores. So you'll also notice this last part of Sunnyvale, Ponte Rosa Park and a Berlin neighborhood. You can see right here, does not actually serve the Fremont Union High School District. You can see right here, it's actually part of the Santa Clara Union High School District. So you can see here, see this block right here. So it actually serves the Adrian Wilcox High School. So Wilcox High School is a 7 out of 10 grade school range, 9 out of 10 test score. So it's very similar to the Fremont High School. Now, some other high schools to be familiar with. You want to be familiar with Sunnyvale, you have the King's Academy. So King's Academy is also located in Sunnyvale, kind of near the north part of Sunnyvale. So this is a private school. It's primarily known as a Christian private school. So I don't believe you need to be Christian to attend, but just know that there will be some Christian lessons. There might be some Bible teachings or some chapel during that time. So here in the north part of Sunnyvale, you can see. Another popular private school in Sunnyvale is also the Challenger School in Sunnyvale near the southern Sunnyvale West, so Challenger School. So that's, again, a more of a traditional private school. Now, for the overall landscape of Sunnyvale, if you go to Sunnyvale, it's mostly a suburb, but if you go north of 237, it does get a little bit more corporate. You can see 237 right here. So you can see Meta has a campus here, Juniper Networks has a campus here, Amazon has a campus here. So yeah, definitely if the Baylands Park here, we'll go in more detail a little later. So there's not going to be a very residential area in this park north of 237. But if you go south of 237, again, like we talked about the Lakewood Village neighborhood, the Morse Park, and then rest of 10 go south of 101 is pretty much going to be primarily a residential area outside of really that downtown Sunnyvale, that Heritage District area. Now, some landmarks of Sunnyvale that you aren't familiar with, again, there's this new food hall called the Curated Kitchen Food Hall about East Mott Avenue. So this recently food hall really just opened about a month ago here in Sunnyvale, and that's a lot of nice. It's a nice food hall where you have like boba, you have I think it's a Thai restaurant, there's a burger spot. So I haven't personally gone yet myself, but definitely it's a nice new addition I see in Sunnyvale. So some other places I'm familiar with, definitely there's a Costco in Sunnyvale too. One of the most popular Costco's really here in the entire Bay Area. Yeah, I can see right on the north, on this east end, east of Lawrence Expressway. You're gonna have a Costco here. It's a Costco Tire Center. So very convenient if you live in Sunnyvale to have a Costco nearby. Some other areas I'm familiar with is the Sunnyvale Community Center, and that's along East Remington. So that's kind of near, again, the border of Sunnyvale West. So definitely there's a lot of activities in Sunnyvale Community Center if you love playing sports. I know they have a volleyball open gym. They have a basketball open gym sometimes. There's like a gymnastics place too. So this area you want to be familiar with in Sunnyvale. Sunnyvale Community Center is also a senior center. The Sunnyvale Senior Center is also right here as well. It also really is a nice park called this pond too. So it's really beautiful place just to walk around, maybe in the mid evening place. So I know this area is also a lot of apartments and condos. So this is definitely one place I'm not familiar with. You want a little more access to nature, a little bit more greenery in Sunnyvale. Some other nice parts of Sunnyvale. Sunnyvale has a place called Movement Gym. So you can see it's along North Wolf and Stewart Drive. So it's a very popular rock climbing gym. So I know a lot of young professionals are really into rock climbing. So you have a lot of these amenities that kind of cater to more young professionals, not just solely just families. Some other places to be familiar, if you go down El Camino, you're gonna have Golfland. So definitely if you love mini golf, I definitely recommend checking out Golfland here in Sunnyvale. There's another place called Tipsy Golf too. So Tipsy Golf is right here north. It's kind of near the downtown Sunnyvale area. So this is kind of more of a mini putt. So kind of drink some alcohol too as well. So it's a little bit more casual, a little bit more adult theme friendly compared to like a mini golf, whereas mini golf is kind of more catered towards families and young kids. And so yeah, another street I'm familiar with in Sunnyvale is just El Camino Real. I kind of talked about a little bit more earlier. But yeah, El Camino Real generally outside of downtown Sunnyvale is where you're gonna get more of the commercialized area of Sunnyvale. So you can kind of zoom in down Motil. You can see you have a Five Guys here. You have a Sprouts grocery store here. You have a Safeway. You have an REI, which is a camping store. Chick-fil-A. So literally just go up and down this road. It gets super. There's so much food options. Another Safeway here. Some car dealerships around this area. Let's go towards Mountain View. You have In-N-Out Burger here. Yeah, so definitely, again, just right along Mega Mart, which is a Korean supermarket. Golfland talked about earlier. There's Indian restaurants, Persian restaurants, and Wendy's here. So you get the point. Hankook's, who are another Korean supermarket. So definitely El Camino Real, a place that you want to be very familiar with, instead of whether you live in the downtown area or live in a residential area. Another area about Sunnyvale, you have some golf courses too. You have this Sunken Golf Course right off El Camino. If you go to the north part of Sunnyvale, again, you have this other bigger golf course near called Sunnyvale Municipal Golf Course. So again, you have two major golf courses here in Sunnyvale, familiar. And then I'll give you a bird eye perspective of Sunnyvale. So Sunnyvale, again, we don't have any, there's not going to be a lot of like major like lakes or stuff, major big nature, but I think the city does a good job of blending in some parks in between the residential neighborhoods. So Sunnyvale has a ton of parks in between all these. So you have Ortega Park, you have Sarah Park, Las Palmas Park, one of the bigger ones. But you can see all this green area in between. So the rest of these are going to be like a single family residential neighborhood, but the city does a good job. So, if you want to walk, maybe after work or like in the Sunset area, there's this nice place with lots of greenery, a lot of open grass to just play sports, just, walk around and just get away from all the, concrete and from just all the housing and stuff. The last place in Sunnyvale I want to show you about is up north here. It's called Balin's Park. So Balin's Park is pretty much this open green area. You can see you have this bridge, so you can definitely see you get access all the way to the bay and the peninsula. So it's a very beautiful area. Just get a little bit away from kind of all the housing and stuff, all the commercialized stuff. I do believe you do have to pay for a parking pass when it's during season. So I guess from like February on to like October, there's going to be like a $6 parking pass. But if you go off season, I believe it's free. So yeah. So with that being said, hopefully this gives you a better understanding of what living in Sunnyvale looks like again. So again, if you're thinking about buying a house in Sunnyvale, feel free to set an appointment with me on my calendar, and I can hop on a screen share like this, and we can discuss more in depth, what's best for you and your housing situation. So let's stay connected, and I'll see you in the next video.